Back to the charts for Big Boss Crypto, bring on a day trading analysis on Bitcoin and on CHAINLINK. As we can see, we are moving towards a volume candle zone where there's an imbalance of buy orders compared to sell orders, and we will probably take this zone in the next move, moving down to 23.4k approximately. But what happens next? Well, let's look at the chart. If you've been following this channel, you know that I always talk about the volume candles, and you have to use the PVSRA tool down below, and then you mark it off in the chart where you have a volume candle of some kind: green, red, blue or purple. And basically what you need to know is that price will move there eventually, and we are currently moved towards the closest volume candle, which is at 23.4k approximately. And as you can see here, we have a couple of them above and below. The close one above is at 25k exactly, and if we move below this zone right here where we've been for the last couple of weeks, we could move down to 22k or even to 21k, because we have more volume candles to the downside than we have to the upside. As you can see here, a lot of buy orders, which is unfilled in the chart, and basically market maker will move price there to fill his orders. That's how the game works. He'll basically close his shorts and fill his longs in these zones right here where there's an influx of buy orders. But we also need to know what's going on with the liquidation map. And as you can see, wow, we have a huge wick here, not a wick, basically a lot of money in this cluster from 24.3k to 24.5k. Could the market make it tap into that zone and then move price back to the downside? Because we have a little bit more money to the downside than to the upside in the nearest price points. Something to consider. This move up to 24.5k could happen. And if it happens, it will be pretty quickly, and that is where you could possibly place your shorts, because I'm expecting a price reversal, because we have moved aggressively to the upside without any move to the downside to basically reset and continue with the move upwards if that's the case. But we haven't done that, so that makes me a bit suspicious. But you do whatever you want to do. This is not financial advice. It's all for entertainment and educational purpose only. If we take a look at news events for this week, we don't have much going on. Today we have the ISM manufacturing PMI. And yeah, greater than forecast is good for currency, which means inflation is still high if we get something higher than 47.9. Yesterday we had a consumer confidence, which is still above 100. They expect 108, but we got 102. And everything above 100 means that people are optimistic and are spending money in the US. So yeah, better than expected, but still showing that people are optimistic and are spending money. Something to consider in the future. Tomorrow we don't have much going on. On Friday we had the ISM services PMI. I don't think it's going to be a market mover, neither do I think today is going to be a market mover. If we take a look at next week, we have the job openings, which could move the market on Wednesday 8th of March, and we have the unemployment rate, which comes out next Friday. So next week is probably a more news driven week than to this week. So the market is free this weekend. It will do whatever it wants to do and basically set us up for up until Wednesday basically. So let's see what happens. That's it for Bitcoin. CHAINLINK, then we can see that we had great news yesterday. Please watch yesterday's video in regards of CHAINLINK if you're interested in CHAINLINK. It's basically very good news and great partnerships for CHAINLINK. And yet price didn't move as much as we wanted to or expected to if we are invested in CHAINLINK, that is. As you can see, we had a nice move to the upside, but we didn't break any zones to the upside. And yeah, basically it looks pretty exhausted and are possibly preparing for a move down to these zones to recover some of the orders which aren't filled. To the upside, we have those that could be recovered. I'm thinking something along those lines. If Bitcoin moves to that price target I gave you at 24.5k, I think these zones for Chainlink could be taken. $7.6 or even $7.8 could be taken if Bitcoin moves to the upside. If we break these lows, which we have been forming every week basically, or every day, break this at $7.09, we could move to the target here at $6.9, get another bounce up in this zone here, and then move down to the next zone here at $6.8. That is a possibility, but trading wise, day trading wise, Chainlink doesn't look that juicy at the moment. Bitcoin and Ethereum especially looks more juicy, and I think a short could be a possibility if you're looking for that. Yeah, and we're currently taking that zone I spoke about, the volume count zone. We could move down to 23.4k today. So let's see what happens. That's it for today's day trading update. This is Big Boss giving you fresh and cool technical analysis every other day. See you next time. Big Boss out.